Hey guys, welcome back to Three Terrible Gamers. This is our 1 year episode, and
Mhm.
we're collaborating with the Two Brothers Gaming podcast, which I'm also co host on. And this is episode 24 for Two Brothers Gaming, so we'll just go ahead and get into it. Modern Warfare 3 beta dates confirmed. Whoever wants to go first.
Uh,
I'll go ahead and let Brown go first since he's the guest on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so what I got here, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's beta dates have been confirmed, and it's on PlayStation first.
Yeah,
It's not going
where
to be
they
on
hold the rights
Xbox.
still.
Yeah. The Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer open beta with include a selection of maps from the 16 updated Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2 map.
Right.
We'll be launching with the game, plus new ground war content there. I haven't done this. I'm not used to it.
It's nervous again.
School's stressing me out.
Already? It's the second day.
It's chaotic. It's crap. Too many people.
Yeah.
Welcome to high school.
I mean, I've been in high school.
I know, but still. It's
Okay. But there will be 2 beta weekends, with the first weekend exclusive to players on PS5 and PS4, and the second weekend opening things up to Xbox and PC with crossplay available. So that's really what I have.
All
I have
right.
more, but
That's fine.
All right, as Rylan said, it's going to be a two-part open beta. It's going to be October 6th through 10th for the PlayStation users, and the 12th and 16th on that weekend, that 4-day weekend for uh, Xbox and PC gamers. Participating in the beta is free. Technically, obviously, you got to pay the pre-order price, which is usually about $5. But to actually do it, it's free for PlayStation and PC. Period. Like after you pay the thing. But for Xbox users, you need to have Xbox Game Pass Core or a higher tier for the early access, even with pre-order.
Okay. So yeah, just the recap here. They're going to be split in 2 weekends. Weekend one is going to be October 6th and October 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific time for PlayStation Early Access. October 8th, 9th, and 10th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, PlayStation as well. Weekend 2, October 12th and October 13th, 10 a.m. Pacific time for Xbox plus Battle.net plus Steam Early Access. And then the PlayStation Open Beta continues through that weekend as well. And then October 14th, which is the best day ever, and October 15th and October 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, all platforms for the open beta. October 14th is my birthday, by the way, for those of you that didn't know that, which I'm sure none of you did, besides the two others here. But yeah, so that's the recap there. Are you guys going to participate?
Go ahead, Rylan.
what?
Are you going to
Said you're going
participate in the
first.
beta?
No? I don't know.
You don't know?
To be honest, I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
I
Colin?
don't know if I'll even get it.
Yeah.
I feel the same way as Rylan. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to buy Call of Duty this year. I mean, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since I think Black Ops 3 in all actuality. So at the end of the day, I don't think I'm going to go out there and fork out money right away, especially since it'll eventually come to Game Pass.
Okay. Yeah, so I probably won't either. Since you had to pay for it, now when you didn't have to pay for it, uh, I believe Black Ops 3 had a good open beta you didn't have to pay for, and I played the crap out of that beta, and I actually enjoyed it a
Yeah.
lot. But I mean, putting a paywall behind the beta, I think is stupid. I mean, it's a beta for a reason, just to test out the game, see if there's any bugs. Why are you going to pay for it if it may be broken? You can't play it at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're technically not paying for it to an extent because, I mean, it is behind. I mean, obviously it's behind the pre-order thing, but it's just basically like a pre-order bonus, like how 2K would give you, 5,000 VC for pre-ordering the game. It's just something simple like that. It's not necessarily like I understand with Black Ops 3, it was completely free and everything else, but at the same time, it's technically not charging you for the beta access. It's just a perk for pre-ordering the game.
Yeah. Still stupid, in my opinion.
Oh,
It's
that's cool.
dumb.
Okay. Moving on here. Microsoft to sell off Activision cloud gaming rights to Ubisoft. Rylan, what's your opinion on that? Or what do you got on that, should I say?
Okay. What I seen and got on here is Microsoft announced that it will sell the global cloud streaming rights for all Activision Blizzard PC and console games, both library and future releases to Ubisoft, UBI for the next 15 years upon the acquisition of Activision. The rights will be exclusive globally outside the EU as a result of the previous cloud streaming deals made to satisfy EU regulators. The deal is yet another attempt, possibly the final one, to appease the UK authority that the last hurdle is closing to a merger. So
All right.
that's what I got there.
All right, Colin.
Everything.
Rylan basically covered everything that I had to cover, which, I mean, at this point, I'll just go into opinion based on it.
Okay.
So facts is what Rylan had for the whole entire thing is everything that I have, plus a little bit more, actually. So good job, Rylan.
Thank you.
But my opinion on it is I'm glad that Microsoft is sharing for, they're showing the gaming world that we can all come together as one.
We can all
Yeah.
get along.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm glad that Microsoft is, able to sell off because that means Ubisoft's going to be able to make some money from it. Microsoft's going to make more money from it because it's going to be able to be on Ubisoft stores for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing for all gamers involved with it and companies.
Right. Right. So yeah, it says the UK regulator will reinvestigate the merger based on new information with a deadline set for October 18th, the same date as the deal closing deadline, which was extended last month. We expect that the UK regulator will approve the merger as the two sides have held discussions over the last month about the situation, and since future cloud competition was primary stumbling block, we are maintaining our $95 fair value estimates for Activision Blizzard, equivalent to the merger consideration as we expect a deal to close in October. So October 18th, that's the last day, but I do expect the deal to go through before then, especially since, I mean, I never thought that they would bring Ubisoft in to handle the cloud gaming in the UK, which it's going to be global. It's not just going to be the UK now, it's going to be globally since they're bringing Ubisoft in. But this is just opinion here. I think within the next 15 years, if the CMA approves this, which I'd say they will, if they approve this in the next 15 years, I could see Microsoft buying out Ubisoft so they would get those gaming rights back, those cloud gaming rights back. And they'd be allowed to do that because after the deal's closed, they can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And Ubisoft has mentioned in the past maybe about being acquired by somebody. So Microsoft would be that company to have the money to do that.
Yeah, it's basically getting their foot in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But I think. So, do you guys think that this deal will go through and the CMA will approve that the, offer that Microsoft has gave for Ubisoft? Rylan, what do you think?
I think they will
Think they will?
approve it and everything.
Okay. Colin?
I mean, Ubisoft's going to Ubisoft, but at the end of the day, it would be stupid not to take the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft is they're going to do it. Just we're going to wait and see if the CMA approves it or not. And if not, then sorry UK, everybody else gets it. But I mean, the CMA is the last one in the way, so I could see it. Just going ahead and them approving it instead of being the one company in the way of the whole world getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, practically the reason why the whole world don't have it yet.
Yeah, because it should have been done last month.
Hmm.
But the CMA, stupid country music awards. All right, guys. Charles Martinet steps back as a Nintendo voice actor.
Yeah, he was the voice actor of Mario, wasn't
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
For forever.
he? I kept on. I know. It's like what, 40 something years, something like that. Close,
It
something
was
like
a
that.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're shy.
What I got here is wait, Charles Martinet. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Charles Martinet, the voice actor behind Nintendo's beloved mascot Mario, will be stepping away from his role as, you know,
Mario.
the mush. I mean, yeah. Oh, it says here the Mustatno plumber. I don't know.
Mustachio.
Mustachio, something like that.
Mustachio.
Yeah. The video game company announced Charles Martinet, the voice actor, uh, Monday. It says 67 and all that. He's played the character since the 1990s, and his cry of "It's a me, Mario"
Yeah.
has become a familiar catchphrase since his breakout performance in 1996, is Super Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I have here.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. He had a nice career. It
Yeah.
was, I believe, he's also voiced Luigi, Yoshi, Waluigi, and Wario from just shorthands. Of
Yeah.
course, the last big breakthrough he had with the company was his cameo in the Mario movie as the arcade cabinet player.
Yeah.
For those that didn't pick up or haven't watched the movie yet, but that's who's doing the voice actor there.
That was a good
And
movie.
then, so I'm
It is
going to
good.
assume that his last project to be complete isn't out yet, which is going to be Super Mario Wonder
Yeah, and it comes out what, like
October
in
2 months
20th.
or
October.
something like that. Yeah, like 2 months.
Yep. 2 months. A little
So
less.
that'll take less thing, but at this point he's retired, but the game is already ready to be pushed out. It's just obviously it'll count after his retirement because he's already voiced it.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you guys pretty much covered the whole thing, but like Rollins said, most people, his most famous is the "It's a Me Mario" on as soon as you start up Mario 64. Like
Yeah,
most people, I mean, of course you hear him throughout the other games too, but that's just one of the main things people remember him by.
that's the main line. Like
Yeah,
you think of Mario, you think of that line.
yeah, and you see that big old head popping up saying that on Super Mario
Yeah.
64. But
Also, I've seen this thing where, well, you know how like I'm pretty sure it's at the end of Super Mario 64 says like "Thank you for playing my game" or something like that. He
mhm.
like says that. I kind of, you know, goes now because he's retired and everything. Kind of just
Yeah, yeah, his farewell.
yeah. Because that was the farewell to the game, and now he's actually fully retired now from Mario. So
Yeah, definitely sad. There's a lot of stuff in gaming happening right now that's just in the different eras and stuff in gaming. And I mean, gaming's always
uh,
changing, but you just see it, especially stuff like this. Mario, part of all of our childhoods. And voice actor retirements, end of an era. They're gonna have to find a new one, and just have to move on.
yeah,
But yeah, like Colin said, he voice acted Mario, Luigi, and Wario and Luigi as well. All right. Xbox announces console wraps.
That's gonna be something new. It's gonna be pretty cool. They're probably gonna add like custom. You can be able
Yeah,
to
they probably do
customize
kind of like you can customize your own
wraps and
controller.
stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be cool if they do that.
Yeah.
What I have here, Microsoft has created a series of Xbox Series X console wraps that are designed to be more affordable option instead of purchasing a separate limited edition console of one. The first Xbox console wraps will be for Starfield, which will be launched October 18th, and the price will be $50 for the wrap. So
Yeah.
What are you got?
yeah,
All right. Like Robin said, they're going to be releasing a wrap in October for Starfield at $50, but there's also going to be two more. It's called Mineral Camo, and it's like a blue camouflage, and Arctic Camo. It's obviously like a white camouflage, and those are going to be 45 a piece.
Yeah.
Which
two
I was
camos.
looking at them beforehand. They're already available for pre-order on the Microsoft Store. So, well, yeah, on the Microsoft Store. I don't know why specifically you can order on the Microsoft Store, especially since it's through the actual Xbox itself.
Instead of on the
But
Xbox store. But
It's a little
Yeah.
weird.
But yeah, so you can pre-order them now to get them. I looked at the designs of them; they look pretty slick.
yeah.
If you have, which of course, I mean, it only works if you have a Series X. So you
Right.
know,
Can't put it
Yeah.
on the Xbox One, I guess. But
The dinosaur.
the
you
dinosaur
can't
or the
put
One
that-
S.
Yeah, my dinosaur's over here. It's on the floor.
Mine's
I
in
don't
the
have
living
anywhere to
room.
put it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Microsoft is launching 3 new Xbox Series X console wraps. Starfield $49.99, Mineral Camo $44.99, and Arctic Camo $44.99. The designs will ship later this fall, but you can pre-order them now through the Microsoft Store, like Colin said. Microsoft announced a new trio of Series X console wraps last week, plugging them as a more affordable and more sustainable alternative to buying its special edition systems. There are 2 camo patterns to choose from, like Colin said. Blue and purple is mineral camo, or gray and white is Arctic camo, as well as a Starfield-inspired design with a rainbow constellation, ribbon, and a bronze constellation insignia. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and definitely a lot cheaper than buying an exclusive or special edition console.
Yeah.
And they'll definitely have other designs in the future. I mean, eventually I'd say
Yeah.
they'll have a Halo one or a Forza one or something.
I'm surprised they didn't like make a Halo one first. I'm being honest.
Well, Starfield's coming out. It's their next big game. Put all the focus on it, and then after that, bring a
yeah,
Halo,
they'll
and
probably
then
add.
probably when Forza comes out, they'll have something for Forza Motorsport, I would
They're
say.
probably also just gonna add like other games like Gears of War,
Yeah, they
stuff
may,
like that. Also,
and I mean, once they officially acquire Activision, might see some Call of Duty ones or other, maybe
yeah,
Crash or Spyro, other Activision IPs.
yeah,
Just have to wait and see. But definitely cool, and I mean, it's a unique idea, that's for sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's different.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna have custom ones as well in the
like you
future.
said, like how you
So,
can design your own controller. It'd be cool if you customize
yeah,
your own wrap. But I'd like to if they use like adhesive, which I'm sure they will use some sort of adhesive. A lot of adhesive doesn't play well with some plastics, so I'd like to see if they make the right call on the adhesive type, which Microsoft's smart,
yeah,
but that doesn't always mean, sometimes they miss small things like that. Some companies.
yeah. They make mistakes.
Yeah.
or the slight change that it could overheat your console starting out.
Yeah, right. All right. Rylan, this topic was for you because you mentioned this last episode.
Yeah, I remember.
A new Atari 2600 system has been announced.
Yeah, I said I wanted to play the Atari, and I
Yeah,
never
there you
played it or
go.
anything.
They
But you know, it's old
they
as
answered.
crap.
They answered for you. There you go.
Okay. It says here the new Atari 2600 system announced. Video game developer slash publisher Playon? Playon? I don't know how to say
I think
that.
it's Play On.
And it's yeah, Playon. And the Atari have announced the 2600 plus, a modern day model of the original Atari 2600. Let's see here. It also says the classic 4-switch version of the 2600 that was released in 1980 will be launching worldwide November 17th. That's a day before our mom's birthday, Ashton.
Yeah.
It's going to be on a Friday, and it's going to be able to pre-order it for $130 US dollars.
Yeah. That's a day
So that's
after
really all I
your
have on
dad's
that.
birthday.
Yeah. That's all I have on that.
I don't know. I think I want to have to disagree with Rowan here from what source I've seen.
Why? What'd you see?
Hey, the source I seen.
It's going to be called the 2600 Plus. That's
Yeah.
going to be the system. It'll be able to play the old 2600 games, and it's going to be backwards compatible and play the 7800 games
Right. Yep.
version of it. So which it's still weird to me because it seems like you have to have the cartridges on hand. It's not like it's going to be in NES, SNES Classic / PlayStation
Built
Classic
in.
where the game's already preloaded.
Right.
So it's going to kind of suck if you didn't grow up in the 70s and 80s to have those cartridges just hopefully laying around if you hadn't sold them as a kid or whatever. But the price tag that I've seen was $100 US.
100.
This says 130 on here. I don't know.
I guess we'll wait and
Probably
see. Mine
between
says
that.
129.99, but we'll see. But
Yeah,
I believe
it's probably
what I've seen is it's coming with a 10-in-1 cartridge as well. So it'll come with 10 games. And I've seen that they're going to release new games alongside it. You can buy them separately. I don't remember how many, like 5 or 6 or so, I believe. But new Atari games in 2023. It's pretty cool. You know, Rylan was just talking about, like I said last episode, how he wants to play the Atari,
yeah.
but now you just buy you one.
I have a chance to.
Yeah. Or you can just emulate it, but you know, that's on you
Yeah, the
if
thing
that's
is,
what you want to do.
it has a HDMI and stuff too.
Yeah, it'll be
So
HDMI out,
gonna,
so it won't be component or
you won't have the
even just cable. I don't remember. I think back then it was just hook it to the cable part of the TV. That's what the NES was anyway.
Yeah,
because that was even before component. But
it's gonna have a widescreen mode too.
Yep, it says HDMI out, and then it says it'll have USB power and multiple screen resolutions. Then this console is also smaller, designed at 80% of the original size to better accommodate today's living spaces. So it's not going to be as big as the original, and it's still going to come with one of the original joystick controllers. You know how the old Atari sticks were. But you can play 2-player if you want, but the second controller is sold separately. Of course.
Yeah.
That's all of them, though.
Yeah, it is. Except for the SNES Classic. It came with 2, I believe.
I thought it only came with 1, but it was backwards compatible with the NES one.
One of them came with 2. Is the NES Classic or the SNES Classic came with 2? One came with 1 and one came with 2.
Yeah, because you could do they was backwards compatible for the controllers that it came with. So yeah, I think SNES did come with 2 because you could do it on the, which made more sense. Because obviously you can't play the NES controller on the SNES.
Right. Yeah.
Because there's
not enough buttons. Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody out there is in the market for an Atari 2600, here you go. Coming out with a revision of it. And I think this is just a test to see how many people are still interested in this console, because obviously this is for older generation of gamers.
Yeah.
But to see what the market is, and then maybe they'll release a new console that still plays older style games. Like, they're not going to compete with the
But there's
current gen
also
or
going to be
anything.
newer,
But,
a little bit
you know,
newer
just to see what the
styles and
market
stuff.
is for older games. So maybe they'll release a new console if this does pretty well.
We'll see how their ice cream machine is.
Yeah,
If they can keep it on stock or not.
right. All right, guys. Let's see what we can get through. If we can get through one or two. PlayStation Portal revealed.
Let's see here. What I got is PlayStation Portal revealed in full. Dedicated, $200 PS5 remote play device launches this year. Sony has revealed full details of its dedicated PS5 remote play platform, including its name, price, and availability. Previously known as Project Q, the device will be called the PlayStation Portal and will be available to pre-order later this year ahead of as unspecified launch date towards the end of this year, priced at $200. And I got here, Portal is purely a remote play device rather than its own platform like earlier, like the PSP and the PS Vita devices. It also it's not a cloud gaming device. Streaming games only from it's going to be streaming games stuff only from the PS5 console through
Yeah,
like internet and stuff. So
right. Like PlayStation Now app or something like that is what it's called. I think.
yeah, I had that before. It's weird,
Yeah.
but that's all I have for that.
So you have to have a PS5 for it to work.
Right. It's not
Yes.
it doesn't play anything native. It's just a strict remote play device.
It's kind of dumb.
So they tried to copy Nintendo, but they wound up making more of a Wii U situation than what they have actually anything good.
Right. You can't go too
Yeah.
far away from the console. And it requires internet.
It's
Yeah.
dumb.
So yeah,
At least the Wii U didn't require
want-
internet.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, they're still being more dumb. I actually thought they was doing something good at first, till I realized that you actually had to have a PS5 to
Yeah, it's
do
stupid.
it. Like if it was his own little native thing, then yes, that would be a great thing. I would
yeah.
probably even get one myself.
Right. If you could
Yeah.
play PlayStation games natively on it, like, I mean, console
For that cheap too. for
level, like
200.
PS5, but just through the cloud, like cloud gaming or Game Pass gaming, something like that. Console style
Yeah.
games on a handheld, like that'd be awesome. But Sony, like, really, what were you thinking with this? This is so stupid. Who's going to buy this?
It's really
You can
that's
remote
really
play
dumb.
from your phone.
Yeah, plus you're expecting people that's already paid $500 for a console to pay $200 extra dollars just to take it on the go.
Just to play it on an 8-inch screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
When you can
really
get,
dumb.
I mean, yeah, let's say my handheld PC is more expensive, but it's also more powerful, and you can play those games technically natively on, you know, if you get the PC port, or you can just use PlayStation Now once again and play it the same way. Stream it from your PlayStation 5.
Yeah, because it's the 8-inch screen with the DualSense controllers, which I guess that's the quote-unquote selling point. I felt a DualSense 5 controller. It's not that special in all actuality.
Well,
And it's capable of running at 1080p and 60 frames per second. So yet again,
Yeah.
if you have I'm going to call it not virtual, handheld PC like Ashton, then you have no comparison at all from
No.
what it's
Yeah.
capable of doing.
Right, yeah, it's honestly stupid. It's definitely received some criticism online, which is fair. Like, it's fair criticism. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't a thing where you already paid $500 for a console, and then if it was its own little native thing like the PSP or PSP Vita, that'd be a whole different story. That's actually a good deal for that. But
Oh yeah.
the fact that you're PS5 and then you pretty much got to be on top of it or somewhere with internet to play it, then it's kind of purposeless. Like I said, they kind of tried to be like Nintendo for a second, then realized, oh no, we're going to make it like the worst Nintendo system by
Right.
via not getting themselves out there. But this one's just going to be a flop for them because
Oh yeah.
no one's going to buy it. They're just now getting to where PS5s are consistently on the shelf for people to get them. Yeah, there
Right.
may be 40 million units sold, but that don't mean 40 million people are going to buy the $200 add-on.
Yeah. There's no. I
Yeah,
mean, they were so
there's
close to
no
having
point,
something
really.
great and something that even, like you said, PlayStation players don't even that they may consider getting. Then they just messed it up. Just being
Yeah,
stupid. Like,
that's
I mean, you'd think Sony's smarter than this.
yeah,
I would. I mean, I would think they are, but obviously not. But
No,
yeah, so you guys pretty much
like
covered it all there. What's that?
I said, they're just trying to make a quick money grab for. I mean, because some people are going to buy it. Some people are like YouTubers are just going to buy it just to test it out, show
Right,
people what
yeah,
and
they.
like yeah,
Yeah,
Sony
I'll
diehards
make
will
a few.
buy it, but
I won't. Even if I get a PS5,
no, it's
in
stupid.
the
Like
next year or two, I'm not gonna get that. It's dumb.
it is stupid. I mean,
It's
Well, like I
like you
just
said,
say, you can stream it to your phone.
yeah,
if they made it exactly like how you could do with the Switch, it would make more sense.
Right. Take your games on the go wherever,
yeah,
not just still within your house within Wi-Fi range of your PS5.
yeah.
Which
Because
I
you
mean,
have to
It's
be
really
you have
you
to
can
be
have.
connected to the same Wi-Fi network for it to even work.
So yeah,
it's
you can't even do it on a different. Like even if you had car Wi-Fi, you couldn't take it on the road with you.
Right.
yeah, because you can't plug up your PS5 to
Stupid.
the car.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's really that's the most like
Yeah,
one of the most
it's
idiotic things I've
it's
ever
very
heard.
stupid. But we'll see how it
Yeah,
sells. We'll keep you guys up to date on both podcast shows on how it sells. But the only thing I'll add
yeah,
here is it says, because it's kind of, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, the name of the PlayStation Portal is interesting as its abbreviation is PSP, the same as the PlayStation Portable, Sony's handheld game console, first released in 2004. I just thought that was pretty cool. It's basically the PSP 2, but the original PSP was better because it had
but
its own native
trash.
games.
It's a
Like
PSP2,
Sony's
but
going
trash.
backwards, which obviously
Yeah,
remote play wasn't possible back in 2004, but still,
yeah, but
They dropped a couple letters and a couple brain cells.
that's for sure. Back
yeah,
then, Sony
If
was
you
more
can't
for the
spell,
gamer instead of for the money.
you can't spell portable without portal.
Right, that's true.
yeah, true.
All right, guys,
Couple letters, couple.
that's all the time we got. We appreciate you for watching or listening, however you got it. For Three Tiers of Gamers podcast, you can always watch us live on Twitch and YouTube. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, our Twitter, our TikTok, our Instagram. We have a Facebook as well. We have our merch on Redbubble. And then for the Two Brothers Gaming, you can watch us live, usually, unless we're collabing like we are now, on our
Yeah,
YouTube and Kick accounts. And you can join or subscribe to our personal Twitch, Kick, and YouTube accounts. Buy our merch on Redbubble and Printify. And join our Discord server on both podcasts. Both podcasts have a separate Discord server, of course. So join both of them. Love to chat and hang out
yeah,
with you, give you any updates to anything, whether a new episode's going up or we're taking a week off for whatever reason, but we appreciate you listening to both podcasts. And guys, you have anything to add?
I think you hit everything on our
yeah.
end.
I don't really have anything to say. I mean, it's kind of cool to do this three
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
again because at one point I was a part of the
You
Three Terrible Gamers
as a host
for
What?
like
about a year
two
ago.
episodes.
About a year ago.
Yeah, for like 2 episodes.
But
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good to have
It's
you
nice
back.
having you back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to. I mean, I'm common for both of them, so I'm the co-host for both of them. So
Yeah.
it's cool for my two podcasts to join together, and it's pretty fun to have everybody together once in
Yeah.
a while.
It is.
But
All right.
if you guys don't have
Later.
anything else, yep, we'll catch you in the next episode.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.